long ago and far away, we worked by night and hid by day. We could not in the open go, because the church did fear us so. They feared us for our power was true, because our magic they could not do. And so they cried with evil smirk, "Let's burn them all, 'tis devil's work." And burn they did, and torture too. But still we managed to come through. And so today our path is free to worship our Lord and ladies. We work our rights just as of old, now in the open, free and bold. We did not change or go away. We'll tell the world, we're here to stay. To have 'em all. Stanza 143 and 144. Dost know how to write? Dost know how to read? Dost know how to paint? Dost know how to prove? Dost know how to ask? Dost know how to offer? Dost know how to send? Dost know how to spend? Better to ask for too little than to offer too much. Like the gift should be the boon. Better not to send than to overspend. The high feast of Ostara is both celebrating the full onslaught of spring. Its rampant fullness and commonly held on the spring equinox. We missed it by a few days. This ceremony marks the full return of spring and the renewal of all that is good and positive in this world. With this sense of renewal comes a time to renew our love for family, faith, and folk. On this day, sacrifice is given to recognize the forces responsible for this renewal and this cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. A day of festivity should be planned for the event, and the feast is very highly recommended. Ours will be eggs and milk. And followed by a symbol wherein the memories of our deities, ancestors, and folk are remembered. Small gifts should be given, which is appropriate to this event. Gifts given out of love for our faith and our folk would be best suited for this. Many kindreds celebrate such activities as an egg hunt for the children, baking competitions among the womenfolk. The Temple of Wotan endorses all and any such related activities that kindreds of hearts should gather together and share in the glory and positive energy, not just of the day, but the coming together of the folk. Holy forces of the North, I call upon thee to erect a mighty shield wall around this heroine's stead, protecting all those within this circle against all evil forces without. Helgave Theta Okahindra, Al Ilska. Hail Odin.
Hail Odin.
Holy forces of the East, I call upon thee to erect a mighty shield wall around this place, protecting all those within it from all skrailing forces without. Helgave Theta Okahindra, Ala Ilska. Hail Frey.
Hail Frey.
Holy forces of the South, I call upon thee to erect a mighty shield wall around this heroine's head, protecting all those within it from all people who would be against us without. Helgave Theta Okahindra, Ala Ilska. Hail Balder.
Hail Balder.
Holy forces of the West, I call upon thee to erect a mighty shield wall around this heroine's head, protecting this kindred against all evil forces without. Helgave Theta Okahindra, Ala Ilska. Hail Thor.
Hail Thor.
Behu, Gibo, Yera, Burkano, Elhaz, 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 mighty runes of Ostara, life rune, mighty force of protection and divine communication. I call upon thy combined powers to bless and cleanse this gathering and to open this circle to the powers of the high gods and goddesses of Asgard. Hail Ostara!
Hail Ostara!
In the names of the high gods, Odin, Balder, Frey, and Thor, in the names of the goddesses, Frigga, Nanna, Freya, and Sif, I consecrate this altar and place of sacrifice to the just service of the Aesir and the Vanir, banishing from it all scaling or impure influences for our high feast of Ostara here this day. By the powers of the high gods and goddesses of Asgard, may this be so. Hail the Aesir!
Hail the Aesir!
Hail the Vanir!
Hail the Vanir!
Hail Ostara!
Hail Ostara!
As Hemdale guards Bifrost Bridge, may this place be warded against all forces unharmonious to our purposes this day. See what's happening. Actually have the fire already lit. It's customary to burn the whole times from
That is going to be hot.
there. From previous bloats, we usually save them from the winter ones until we get a chance to. In the names of the high guards of Asgard, we kindle the fires of cleansing and creation, the first mystery and the final mercy. Let flame be kindled by flame, that through the darkness we may come to the light. May the mighty flame of our kindred, which ever burns, grow again to bathe Midgard in its sacred radiance. Hail Ostara!
Hail Ostara!
This is the Otter Creek Kindred's High Feast of Ostara. This is the fertility festival and marks the full bloom of spring. Today we make sacrifice in hopes of securing a plentiful harvest at the end of the season. We also hail the men and women whose skills and hard work enable us to maintain our existence and remind ourselves of the continuity of life and a new year born. Hail Ostara!
Hail Ostara!
May the high gods and goddesses now be with us. We their folk, their kin, hail them. Hail Nerthus, Mother Earth. I call and invite you to join us this day as witness to our bloat, to one of your many daughters, Ostara. And this spring that you both bring, come and share in this bloat of love and sacrifice. Hail Nerthus.
Hail Nerthus.
Hail Idun, lovely lady of the golden apples in spring, goddess of youth, beauty, and of the season. I invoke you to join us as a witness of our sacrifice to you and your sisters at the high feast of Ostara, and our love for the gods and goddesses. Hail Idun.